I think Kaafir chose me. Um, Basically, I've socially interacted with Siddharth Malhotra and his wife Sapna over the years, and we actually tried to collaborate on some other projects in the past, and it didn't happen. And I happened to meet Siddharth at a party. He said, there's something we're working on that Bhavani Iyer has written. And ting, my kind of ears perked up because I'm a huge fan of her writing. And he said, I want to narrate it to you. Will you come and meet me tomorrow? And the other thing that he said was it's inspired by true events. So these were two things that instantly kind of got my attention. I went across the following day and he gave me a bookend narration, beginning, middle, end, and gave me the context of where the story was born out of, from, and showed me some real footage of the real person who this story was based on. And literally into 5 minutes of the narration, I knew I had to be a part of this story. I was just so deeply moved at a human level. And then, of course, I became so excited about the opportunity this part presented itself with, because in all of my 18 years, I have hungered and waited to be able to play a part like this. And this is not just for me. I think it's the kind of part that is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for anybody. And I said yes, instantly. And I'm known to take my time to do that. But I knew immediately that this was it. There was absolutely no way that I could miss this opportunity. I think as a woman, I relate to some things about Kenaz, but there's so much of her experiences that are unimaginable, that given my life circumstances, I would have never experienced. And the fact that she has gone through what she has, and despite that, she emerges with so much love and grace, is deeply inspiring to me personally, because I think we are so quick to judge and resent and hold on to anger and hate and fear that it disallows us to feel things like forgiveness and empathy and love. There was a lot to learn from Kenaz, and I do believe that I'm a better human being having played Kenaz. So let's talk about the process to get to Kenaz first. So because the story is so real, it was imperative that none of us acted. I didn't want to act at all. And I don't think Dishita has acted. I don't think Mohit has acted. In fact, I think most artists on this show have not acted, because the material is so real. It draws you in. It makes you feel. So all you're doing really is responding to the written material. What I really wanted to do was to kind of prepare myself, to allow myself to feel the full extent of every emotion that this character needed to experience. Because I think as human beings, what we tend to do is we protect ourselves. We don't allow ourselves to go to certain places out of fear, out of survival instinct, just out of self-preservation, more to say. And Kenaz, I couldn't allow that for Kenaz. There just could not be any barriers stopping me from feeling everything that I needed to feel to experience this character's journey. So we workshopped with Atul Mungia, which was great, because his entire principle of acting is about the self. He believes that until you are centered and you don't discover yourself, you can't really be capable of experiencing another person's journey. And that for me was very empowering. Then the time spent with Mohit, with Sonam, with Bhavani, doing readings, going over the scenes over and over again, discovering the nuance of every line, understanding why certain things were written, understanding the underlying message within it or the emotion behind it. rejecting certain things, saying that this does not feel like Kenna's. I'm not sure whether Kenna's would say this. And then sometime later discovering, no, actually she would. Because we kind of tend to define and put ourselves and like that our characters into boxes. When the truth is that life experiences bring out different shades in us. You know, we feel anger, we feel pain, we feel jealousy, we feel love, we feel all kinds of things. So why can't a character that is experiencing what she is in this journey also feel all those things? So in many ways it was a revelation for me and I really enjoyed it. I think I survived the darkness of many of those experiences for two reasons. One, it's great to have a woman director on set who you can hug and cry. You know, cry with, because she was crying with me. And the other thing is to be surrounded with co-actors who are so open, so giving and so real. And the third is the environment. Shooting in Himachal, being surrounded by natural beauty, clean air, looking at like the most gorgeous flowers and cherry blossoms blossoming, or the snow-capped mountains, or just being in openness in between this darkness. You know, if you go to my Instagram page, you'll see me playing basketball in the middle of, and if you actually go to the show on the 15th and see what it was I was filming in that costume, you'll understand how dark it was and how I just found a way to seek light. And that was my mechanism to survive, I guess, the intensity of all those situations. And Dishita, the child who plays Seher, she was my light. Like, just having her around and getting love from her, and she has like immeasurable amounts of love to give, that made a big difference. Hi, I'm Mirza and you are watching me on Peeping Moon.